Good evening! I'm Case, I'm your guest dungeon master. This is Lady Death Squad. This is a 5e Dungeons and Dragons game that takes place in this world, right here, homebrewed, Shattercrest. It's a pretty sweet world. Okay, but it says Kingdom of Arestria, that should say Queendom of Arestria. That's a typographical error of some sort. This is a matriarchy. It's a queendom. And if you watched our first show on the In Crowd, it all took place on one of those tiny islands right there in the middle there. So that's pretty sweet. Anyway, chat. There is a bunch of new rewards that you can buy with Pirate Gold. Gamer Shark, I saw you already grabbed Toasty. As soon as we pop into the show, you will get your full Toasty summoned. It'll happen. Actually, while we're here, I'm also going to thank you for the sub. Thank you for that. Thank you for the bits. Thank you, girl in the other room, for the bits. We appreciate it, guys, a lot. So, anyway, check out those things you can get with Pirate Gold. And tonight on Lady Death Squad, we will feature Cord of the Poison Lotus, Adelaide Ashwarden, and Jewel the Fool. All right, guys, let's roll. All right. I was going to jump right into this, but of course Gamer Shark is out there gifting 5 subs like a total boss. So, player, thank you for that. Appreciate it. We got some good stuff cooked up for you guys. So, let's do this. It is a beautiful dark night in the town of Shogren. No chance of rain, but a few dark clouds occasionally obscure the bright moon. Ladies, you are all seated and having a late night dinner at the Mark, your favorite bar and tavern. Why don't you guys just tell me what you're eating? What would each of you guys have ordered?
Meat pie.
Meat
Meat pie,
pie.
lots of gravy.
Excellent. Excellent.
So much gravy. Just swimming in it. I might ask for more, in fact.
All right, Adelaide got the meat pie with extra gravy. Jewel, Cord.
Jewel is sloppily eating a bread bowl full of vegan chili.
Okay.
And is eating it with her hands in just straight, like, handful.
Okay, vile. You have like a seafood bib on?
Yep, definitely.
All right, Cord.
Cord, being the vegetarian, vegan type person that she is, all about health and making sure that you put the right nutrients into your body. She would have had what is basically spaghetti squashed type pasta with portobello mushrooms and a really awesome vegan sauce. You know, basically the vegan special at the Mark, which, you know, she always orders, and it's absolutely delicious, divine.
Yeah.
And of course she had to get her tea on the side. She does not partake of the alcohol beverages, but she always has a spot of tea.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why you guys frequent the Mark so often is Chomsky, the owner and proprietor, probably has has really tailored the menu to service you guys. You guys bring a lot of coin in. It seems like pretty much after every adventure, you end up spending a lot of your coin here. So let's see if there's any anomalies with your guys' food. So we'll start with this meat pie with extra gravy. No, it's a solid meat pie. Let's go with this vegan chili bowl. No, that's also very good. And
why do I feel like I'm gonna explode?
let's find out. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so I
Did someone put meat in my vegan
yes,
special?
yeah, that's what happened. You find that there is actually a little bit of meat in it. It's like just a trace amount. You haven't eaten any, but you do see that there is a little in there. Yeah.
Miss,
Larissa, the waitress, comes over. She's your like most frequent waitress. She's like, "Yeah, Cord, what's up?"
So this has never happened before. I'm really quite disturbed because I'm a little concerned that I could have possibly had just a tiny bit of this meat that happened to.
Okay, she looks terrified. She's like, "I am so sorry," and she scoops it up. And she's like, I will absolutely have this replaced, and I will make sure that it's absolutely perfect. You guys won't have to pay for this. I apologize." And she rushes off, and within like, it seems like she went straight into the kitchen and basically got it put together and brought a fresh food brought right back out. She's like, I'm so sorry.
In the 30 seconds that she was away, though, I did offer a forkful of mine before I realized that it was also meat. Would you like?
I appreciate the gesture, Flamby, but again, hits the no meat. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I saw it as soon as I said it. Oops.
So
And I go back to enjoying.
you guys are, Cord, your food is brought out, and let's see how it is this time. Okay, this time they got it right. You poke through it, and it's all taken care of. And you can tell that by the way it was handled that it absolutely was a mistake. It was an honest mistake, like something that fell off of another plate, not something that was put into your food. So between the fireplace and the lanterns in the main room, the tavern is relatively bright and inviting. And you guys are just finish up your dinner probably around midnight. And Cord, you've got your tea. Adelaide and Jewel, you both have a sherry digestif that was poured for you as part of your meal. And ladies, if you would please roll perception checks for me.
Okay.
23.
That's pretty good. It's pretty decent. Cord.
I have a +5 to perception.
4.
4. Adelaide. 4 for Adelaide. All right.
Which is, in fact, critical. I hit a 1.
You hit a 1?
And my perception.
You hit a crit
plus
1?
3. I got a crit 1.
Crit 1?
Flamby, I have to say, unfortunately, it's probably due to the amount of meat you consume. Just keep that in mind. It clouds the mind.
Crit 1.
I'm sure that
Okay.
the souls of all of those cows crawl up into my brain and graze on whatever gray matter they find.
All right. Jewel, did you have a perception roll for us? You're muted. You're muted.
I rolled 16.
16. All right, awesome. We're going to handle the crit fail first, and then we will handle the successes. So let's come up with something fun and interesting here. Okay, Adelaide, I think you become distracted. I think you notice something in the fire. There is a strange color to the fire tonight that seems to suggest maybe there is some sort of something happening by the fireplace.
I immediately pull out my notebook and start listing off the things that could change the color of fire.
Okay, so
And I go over to it.
as you investigate, I think you've discovered that it's the type of wood. You realize that there's like a specific type of maple that burns a little bit green. Oh, we've got a couple bits. Shout out. Jesus, the sound guy. Gamer Shark, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. Cord and Jewel. While Adelaide seems very immediately excited about something that's happening at the fireplace, the two of you notice that there is a modestly dressed woman by the bar who is scoping out your group. What would you like to do? Oh, I think we have a redeem. Let's see. What do we have? A couple of redeems.
Hydrate.
We have a hydrate. All right.
And name the PC, whose name is Puck.
Thank you for the hydrate. We've got a redeem. And was there another one? Was there a?
For NPC.
Oh my God. Okay, so first off, we're gonna run out this Toasty. We owe Toasty. So here, Gamer Shark, this is for you.
Toasty!
Oh, there he goes. Hey, Toasty.
Oh my God.
All right. So on behalf of all of us here at Lady Death Squad, hey, thank you CNF 985 for the sub. From all of us here at Lady Death Squad to you, Gamer Shark, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, excuse me. And we've got an NP.
Is the water just pure vodka?
It is pure vodka. That's the only way I like my vodka. Room temperature, Russian, and pure. So we have an NPC named Puck coming up. Okay. And was there... I don't want to... Hey, chat, just
that was it.
Chat, just make sure, be kind to me. If I miss something, just remind me and I'll find it.
Fix your tie, but...
fix my tie. Okay, I don't have a tie, so instead for you, I shall adjust my curls. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. All right. So you notice this woman by the bar, very short hair, was scoping out your group. Jewel, Cord, what would you like to do?
Well, the reason I notice her is because I think she's kind of hot. And so I'm kind of trying to make eyes with her, but then I realize that she's trying to look at us. And that kind of throws me off for a minute, because I thought I was scoping and then we're being scoped, and I'm very confused. So I think I want to say something to her.
Are you trying to partake of carnal pleasures with that woman who seems to be eyeing us very suspiciously?
I mean, I'm really attracted to masculine and feminine energies commingling in the same beautiful body. So the fact that she has short hair is really kind of sexy. And I would partake in some carnal pleasures there. I would, Cord. I would.
So, Adelaide, as you come back to the table with some detailed descriptions of this new, I think I said maple? Did I say
maple?
Maple, yeah. That burns green. It just commingles with some of your other notes about specific types of wood. You see a well-built but modestly dressed woman with short hair approach your guys' table. And we're gonna do a little thing here, chat and players. So Jewel knows thieves can't, and which is like a secret language of innuendo and like slang and stuff like that. So we're going to have a conversation, Jewel and this short-haired woman, in Thieves' Cant, where basically we're going to be talking in nonsense for as long as is entertaining for us, and then I will tell Jewel what they talked about. So here we go. She's approaching your table. Oh, wow. 3 tater tots, all in a tray.
Well, catch up. Why don't ya? Will you wigwam with me?
Wigs are the way of the future. Wom is the way of the past. Together, everyone's a winner.
I like the way you swing that. Will you jolly rocket my mouth?
Oh, I shall prepare the Jolly Ranchers. And she nods to you and walks back towards the bar. Why don't you make a... No, you don't need to make a roll. I think you just understand what has happened here. Essentially, her name is Grace. You find that out. And she has some Black Lotus for sale. And if you guys want any, you just need to go to the bar, rent a room, go upstairs, and she will sell you guys some.
Does Cord or any of the ladies know what Black Lotus, what it is, and what the effects are?
Yeah. So I'll tell you guys what the kind of effects are, what each of you know about it. Actually, why don't you each make a roll to see if you know more about it than I think you do. Just roll a regular D20 or like an intelligence check. History? I don't really care. This
Pretty
is
on brand for Cord. 6.
6. Okay, so you'll know what you know. Jesus, the sound guy, thank you for the bits.
So critical failure.
Wait, what? Really?
Really?
Get them out now. Get them out now. Get them all out now.
What in the heck? Adelaide Ashwarden, you silly. Oh, thank you, CNF, for the gift sub. You silly pyromancer. All right. Jewel, what do you got?
I rolled on Insight 23.
23. All right. So here's what you guys know. First, Adelaide, you have never heard of Black Lotus before, ever. And I think that
but
might
I'm
be
very
pretty...
curious to learn.
Yes. So, Jewel Cord. Jewel, you know, properly ground up, Black Lotus is the best party drug ever. It is just the best. And Cord, Black Lotus can be made into one of the most potent teas that your monastery has ever used. And it's one of the only ways that you guys are able to have access to the higher realms, the higher planes, as a result of drinking this very rare and special and sacred tea. So I'm going to give you guys just a few minutes to discuss with yourselves, a minute or two to discuss if you are interested in that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we gotta get some of that cord.
It is the ultimate blessing to get your hands on the Black Lotus. You extend to a higher plane and connect with the spirits and the ancestors like you normally can't. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for those who can even attain this level, and only the grandest of masters usually get their hands on something like this. Oh my goodness, it almost feels
that's
like
what I'm talking about.
Now I'm wondering if I'm even worthy to be able to connect with the spirits in such a spiritual, holy way. But I think I think I can.
I do have a question. Are your abilities to write in any way impaired? I'm very interested in taking notes of this experience.
No. Let me tell you. So, my masters and master's master, when they partook of the Black Lotus tea, it was amazing. Their eyes were open, their minds were enlightened, and they wrote the most beautiful scriptures and passages. I'm telling you that you are an amazing writer, and oh my goodness, your hand is going to be going 1,000,000 miles a minute. It's going to be amazing.
Well, I guess it's safe to say that I'm on board.
Yes.
All right, it sounds like you guys are agreed. So if you'd like to pursue this, you just got to go to the bar, rent a room, and she will meet you upstairs. So,
just let your friend know that, unfortunately, I cannot partake of the intercourse if you partake of that particular carnal of pleasures.
Cord, you're missing the best part. It is like the best high for that. Are you sure?
No, we cannot do anything of the sort, especially if we are going to a higher plane. There's no way. That just is out of the question. Out of the question.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree, because I think that is the highest spiritual level one can attain, is mind and body. But that being said, let's rent this room.
all right, so you guys walk over to the bar. It's like sparsely populated, and the tavern keeper Chomsky, the regular barkeep, is there. He's just wiping it down. Evening. What'll it be?
Oh, hey. We need to rent a... Sorry, I'm a little giddy because I'm excited, but we need to rent a room pronto. Thank you.
All right. Which room would you like? And he just starts flipping up. He flips open the ledger and he just starts flipping through to see what's available. Why don't you guys each make a perception check for me?
Ready for another great day.
22.
22.
20.
5.
Okay. So, as Chomsky is flipping through the guest ledger, Jewel and Cord, your eyes are drawn to one of the signatures as it is unmistakable. There, listed next to room 13, is a single letter. M. And we're going to assume that
And I don't see this at all.
I think as soon as they see it, you are probably going to see it.
And we know who that is.
So you do, but you guys have never spoken to each other about M.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you guys just a second or two to figure out how you'd like to handle this. He is booked in room 13. It's not actually room 13, it's room 3 upstairs, but long ago somebody put a slash through the door to make it a 13. So they've just always called it room 13.
You'll see basically where Cord all of a sudden, which is very unlike her, she balls her fists into the tightest, her knuckles are just, the blood is like removed from it because she's just squeezing into her palms and blood starts dripping down her forearm.
And Jewel has a similar visceral reaction. She freezes. All the hair on her arms and legs just stand up on end, and it's like she's frozen. She's frozen in time for a minute.
And I basically go, hey guys, what's the problem? You're really tense, right? Oh. And just face falls, disassociative 20,000 foot stare.
Chomsky just looks at you and says, "Did you decide on a room?"
Yes, I think we have. And then you see where Cord doesn't even say anything to the group. She starts to walk basically in the direction of where the room would be.
Okay. Stiletto Assassin, thank you for the follow. Gamer Shark, thank you for the bits. So you guys see Cord move towards the stairs. How would you guys like to handle this situation?
I believe that there is the great probability of damage, and so how much money do I have on me?
I think you guys each probably have somewhere in the realm of 10 to 15 gold is probably my guess. You guys usually squander your wealth pretty quickly, having a great time, so.
So yeah, I'm just gonna like drop a gold on the counter, and I'm gonna be like, that's a down payment.
He's like, great,
I'm gonna follow Cord.
take whatever room you like. Always appreciate having you guys here. How do you guys want to handle this? Are you guys sneaking up? Are you just rushing up? Or are you just walking up casually? How do you guys want to do this?
Cord is kind of, it's almost as if she's in a very like she just went to, it's a kind of weird zen where she looks like there's just pure hatred in her eyes, but the rest of her face is just stoic, and she's basically just walking with purpose to try to get to the floor.
Sure.
And basically then once everyone else explains, I'll go forward with what I would do.
Yeah. So Cord just marches right up the stairs to the second floor and starts moving down the hallway, and she's quick. She's an elven monk. So she's got some, even at just a regular walk, she's moving quick. I assume you guys all go upstairs. Is that, or is there some other deviation that you guys would prefer?
Yeah, I think Jewel is following behind, not with the same level of grace, just kind of like buffling angrily.
Okay. All right. So nobody's moving stealthily. So I'm just going to make a little roll here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, in fact, I'm probably following, being like, hey, so we all had a pretty strong reaction to whatever was happening here, and I think we should maybe talk about what that is, maybe just all kind of get on the same path, because I feel like, well, where there is a pattern, there is probably a fire or something.
There'll be time to talk when he's dead. And then basically you see where Cord, after saying that, basically, I don't know if I had to do some type of beautiful athletic acrobatic checks, but basically she's running, but it's almost like her footprint, like her feet are barely touching the ground, because it's almost like she's trying to do a stealthy sprint, the way that monks would, barely touching the ground, making noise. To try
running on the
room.
tips of the carpet
Yeah.
fires.
Yeah. I think you guys are all find yourself in that similar zone, that space of being somewhat hyper focused on this thing. And before you know it, all of you are standing in front of room 13. What would you like to do?
Well, if you kick down the door, I will spray it with flame, and then, Jewel, you check the body?
You're muted again.
I said, that sounds good.
All right.
Or immediately after that, basically tries to kick the door in completely with her max strength possible.
Hey, thank you so much for the sub. All right, go ahead and roll. Well, roll to hit. I think that's just to see if it's going to be a crit. It's an inanimate object. I'm pretty sure breaking boards is Cord's, bread and butter here. I'm not.
18.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll some damage on a unarmed strike there.
And that would be 7.
All right. I think just you're in a fucking hallway in the zone. You absolutely split this door right down the middle. You see Cord just kind of standing there, and just out of nowhere, like just lightning fast, she just does this front
just
kick.
Where her foot is just basically just like suspended in midair, just to the cocked to the side. Perfect split.
And the door just cracks right down the middle and splits open. And you guys are staring into a dark room. If you'd like to make perception checks, you can. Otherwise, you can.
Because we have dark vision. So
You all have dark vision.
Oh, that's right.
I think so.
Okay, well then you
all
don't.
elves, right?
You don't need to make perception checks. There is somebody in the bed, and you hear the sound of light snoring. And the door was loud when you guys kicked it open. Very
Cord
loud.
immediately goes to the bed to basically take this person by the throat.
Okay. Right now they're in bed, and there is because again you guys have dark vision. The blanket is pulled all the way up over their head. So you walk over and you grab them by the throat, and you've got a person under this blanket by the throat for sure.
I want to lift them up.
Okay.
But
So
we
then
can't
that way
see
the
who, but we
blanket falls.
can't verify the identity yet. So he's still under the blanket. Is that right?
Yes, they're under the blanket. So Cord has lifted this person up. What is your strength, Cord?
My strength is a 12, so I would probably have to do some type of check for, I think.
Yeah, if you're trying to lift him up Darth Vader style, if you just want to hold them, like grab them by the throat, you can absolutely do that. I think lifting them up Darth Vader style would, yeah, might be tough.
Okay, I'll just keep the person down.
Okay,
basically.
you got him for sure.
Yeah.
You definitely have him by the throat. Jewel, you wanted to remove the blanket? Is that?
Yeah, Jules suddenly got like a pang of anxiety that we need to see his face.
Sure.
Make sure we got the right guy.
Sure. You pull the blanket down over Cord's hand because her hand is on his throat.
Yeah.
And you see underneath somebody who is gagged, bloody, and blindfolded.
Oh shit.
And they
Cord.
And immediately when Cord sees that, she's going to release
sure.
her grasp.
Sure. And you know, Cord, that your grabbing them by the throat did not bloody them. And as soon as you guys make contact with the body, the snoring vanishes. And you see that the person is still pretty unconscious.
Up to the same foul trickery, I see.
I'm gonna check the room to see if there's a concealed figure who was making snoring noises, because it's very disconcerting to me that maybe there was somebody that was making those noises.
All right, make a perception check.
I'm fully prepared. Slightly better. 8.
8. All right.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna be a little cheeky DM here. All right. So, even though, no, actually no, I'm not gonna cheat for you guys. I like you guys, but I'm not gonna cheat for you guys. All right. So you have this person, and they seem to be coming to a little bit.
Okay.
So I wanna take the gag out
Okay.
of their mouth and try to see if
No.
there's like
Nobody failed. That's a technical error on my fault. No one panic.
Wait, what?
No one panic.
You all failed. You broke down the door. You were supposed to go into room number 3.
All right, Jewel. Sorry. Go on.
I mean, we were supposed to be partying right now, but
I know. Having a spiritual party. Yeah, I also want to see if there's any kind of like water source in the room, like that we can offer this person water.
All right, so you guys search the room basically, and you see that there is no one else in the room that you can see. There doesn't seem to be any clothes or items or anything in the room. There doesn't seem to be anything stored in the room. It feels vacant, like nobody is staying here. You definitely know you could go into any of the other rooms and get a water basin, but yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. But as you were searching, you do find the letter M carved into the table of the room.
So tacky.
And as the person starts to wake up, oh, Valar, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. You've got this person is kind of like, he looks, it's like a young guy. He looks pretty freaked out when he sees the three of you, Cord, like black smoke, like still like trailing off her eyes a little bit. Adelaide and Jewel just like all kind of over him. He's still completely tied up, but not gagged.
What's
I have a
name?
problem.
Okay.
No, you go ahead.
What's the problem? I have a problem too.
Clearly you have a problem. Here is my problem is we're looking at you, and we expected somebody, and maybe you're not that somebody, but I can't actually tell that you're not that somebody because it might be an elaborate ruse whereby we think that the person is innocent because they were passed out and bloody, when in fact it was actually the person that we were looking for that was hiding themselves somehow. We're gonna need a lot of information from you.
Okay, I can do that. You don't need to use any of your knives or any, and he just looks over at the door that has been split in half, and he's just like, kind of goes white as a sheet. He's like, yeah, whatever you guys need to know. And he just starts looking around the room, kind of confused, like,
What's okay, let's start here. What is your name?
My name is Puck. Thank you for that, Merkworky. Thank you for that NPC name drop.
Puck,
Puck.
huh?
Yeah, with a Q, not with a CK.
That seems highly unnecessary.
I mean, I didn't pick it. It's my name.
Yeah, but you have the power to change your name. I mean, sorry, no, go on.
Do you guys want
My name
to
is Puck.
tie me?
No,
No.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
we will.
Okay. Okie doke. You see him kind of like futzing with his ropes a little bit. Just.
I wouldn't do that.
It's just.
Not even a little bit.
Okay. All right. He just completely stops. He's like stock still.
You want to tell us what happened here, Puck?
Well, as best as I can recall, I was tricked and knocked unconscious, and now I'm tied up in a room.
You were tricked. How?
There was a guy with a whole lot of luggage who asked me to if I wanted some work helping him move the luggage, and I said yes. And then when I turned around to pick it up, I guess I got struck in the head. And
What did this guy look like?
rich.
That's not a description.
Well,
I need
no,
details.
it might be because rich people do have some mannerisms that are pretty consistent. Sorry, go on.
So he proceeds to give a description of this guy that doesn't sound like the guy that you're looking for.
Can I do insight into basically at least the amount of information that he's given to us so far?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's only a 13.
All right, even with the 13, you can tell he's telling the truth about the description of this guy. And as you guys unpack a little bit, just like an offhanded comment that one of you makes, you realize that none of your descriptions of M match any of the others' descriptions of M.
You like a shapeshifter?
Or very good at disguises.
Fiend. A scoundrel is what he is.
Oh. Sounds tricky.
That's what he does best. Tricks and deceives those who unfortunately trust when they shouldn't.
So, Puck, what did he take from you?
I don't know. I haven't checked anything yet. I mean, I think maybe he put me in here as a decoy. Maybe I don't really know.
Do you think he knows we're here?
You guys
Seems
come.
that he
You guys stay at the Mark all the time. You guys stay at the Mark all the time, and it seems a little convenient that he would just happen to book a room here.
So
He's
this
toying
feels
with
like a
us.
sign. Yeah. He's toying. He's toying.
He's laughing at us.
Mm-hmm.
He might have put the meat in your food.
I wouldn't put it past him. You are absolutely right. That doesn't make any sense because that's never happened in the times that we've been here, and I've always ordered the same special.
You know, I don't want to get in the way of your guys' discussion or accidentally get myself stabbed, but maybe Chomsky. He wouldn't know Chomsky. Maybe. Where are we? Where the heck are we? I think that's what Puck would say.
Of Cord will reach for the whatever's binding him, if it's like rope.
It is rope. Yep.
And basically just with her her hand just kind of rip the binding off of him, so he's free.
Oh, he's like, first he's like super intimidated by the fact that you just like ripped the ropes off of him, and then he's like, oh, I really appreciate that. If I can be of any assistance to you in not killing me, I would be glad to assist you.
Well, it appears that you're telling us as much as you know.
Yeah, and you can definitely see that he definitely has a head wound. Like, it's like, looks like probably from the butt of a dagger or something like that. Like a total sucker shot.
Well, he's not exhibiting any asshole behavior, so I think we should maybe help him out.
I realized something. I overheard something as I was passing in and out of consciousness. He's meeting someone. A lady named Highburton.
Heibergen.
Are any of you familiar with that name?
No, but what was the name of the lady that's really hot with the short hair?
Grace was her name.
Oh.
But Highburton could be a last name.
And you guys do know a ledger that has a bunch of names in it. Maybe.
Back to the bar.
Hey, that's a good plan. But what about this guy who's all bloody? Should we at least like untie him?
Cord.
Cord already did.
Cord did his hands.
But if you want to tie him back up again, he might be into that. You should ask.
I'll just come with you guys in case you need anything else, and then when you don't need me anymore, I'll just go on my way.
Cord leans over to look at the head wound.
Mm-hmm.
How bad is the head wound?
It looks. I mean, like he's not going to die from it, but it's definitely enough of a wound to knock somebody unconscious for sure.
So Cord's gonna rip some of the sheets that basically are the covers that he was covered with, and basically, you might want to try to put that to the wound, and so it stops.
Oh yeah, thank you.
It might help a little bit.
So he like staunches the bleeding as you guys head downstairs. And when you get downstairs, you guys are back at the bar. You see that there's a group of guards talking to Chomsky. And one of them turns as he sees you guys coming down the stairs. He goes, well, speak of the devil. Up to no good tonight, huh, ladies?
Duh. Always.
That's what we thought. Why don't you guys just stay right here? He kind of gestures to his guards, and they head, some of them, there's a group of maybe like 4 or 5 guards, and some of them head up the stairs.
Okay, so they're gonna find something, right?
Oh, yeah, we are. We got a report of a murder here.
Murder?
Yep. Room 13, so, yeah.
Do we know anybody who kills people? He doesn't. I don't. This isn't gonna work, is it?
He just kind of like looks at all of you guys, just seems super casual about the whole thing. Looks, they got swords and leather armor and stuff like that.
There can't be a murder if you can't find a body.
He's like, we'll see about that. And a moment or two later, the 2 guards come down and they're like, there's nobody there. He's like, damn it.
Well, where did you hear that there was a murder, bud?
From a guy with a lot of luggage.
Where? And then you see where instantly after saying where, Cord grabs if there's cloth, whatever piece of armor, whatever strapped that might be on it, whatever, she's basically pulling the person to her, looking directly into his eyes.
I don't answer your questions. You answer my questions. That's how this works. Look at the tabard.
Do you want to try again?
Do I want to try? I'm a city guard. You punch me one time and we'll run you right in. I dare you.
If you can catch me. And then basically she's trying to intimidate.
Okay, roll intimidate. Roll intimidate. Let's see how it goes.
I got a nat 20, baby!
Nat 20. All right. Boom. Okay. So I like to play nat 20s a little different. I like to play these as something special as well. I think this dude, you look him right, you just look at him right in his eyeballs, and he sees something, and he's like, "Oh, I know that look. I had an old man once. Yeah, no. Yeah, guy with a lot of luggage, absolutely. He was on his way to the dock when he pulled us aside."
So we're going to the docks, right? Like that's.
Did he mention
Guys.
how long he was staying there?
I think I overheard saying that he was. God, you rolled a nat 20. All right. Yeah. I overheard that he'd booked passage on the Highburton.
It's not a person.
And you see Puck, he's like, "Oh, it was a lady ship. That's, see? Useful. No stabbing for me." Still with the sheet on his head.
How many people were with this individual? The luggage.
I don't recall the number of people. It's just the guy, and I just remember he had a lot of bags. He had maybe 1 or 2 valets with him.
Any weapons?
None that I saw. Maybe a hip dagger.
Thank you for providing us with the information. I wish that I didn't have to obtain it the way that I had to in this situation, but
No apology necessary. Like I said, I understand, and I certainly hope you catch him.
thank you. I hope we do too.
So you guys want to head to the docks? Is that the idea?
Yeah, do we still have our little dude?
Yeah, you still got Puck there.
Minion?
Yeah, Puck's still there.
All right.
He's
All right. Oh, damn it. So we're not going to get any freaking Black Lotus.
Oh yeah, you also got Grace. So it's your guys' choice. If you guys want to go do drugs instead of go after M, that's totally on the table.
Well, maybe if you check to see how long she's staying, because she seemed quite fond of you. I think I couldn't decipher what it was, what language you were speaking. It sounded like something from very far away. I'm not quite sure, but it seemed like she was very interested in you, so you might be able to find that information out.
That's a good. I'm going to check real quick with the ledger. I'll see how long she's booked for.
Sure, she's booked for the week.
All right.
So we kill a dude and then we reward ourselves.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so the guards disperse and you guys head down to the docks. Did I understand that correctly? Or you got yeah. So the night air and the sea cling to your skin. There are not many folks walking about at this hour. Would-be cutthroats see you, recognize you, and quickly turn away. Taverns spill out golden light. At the wharf, ships knock against the docks like giants. Why don't you guys go ahead and make perception checks for me?
See how this goes.
19?
Did you get another one? Get it? Really?
Yeah.
Get a new dice? What is going on? Adelaide, that's 3. That's 3 fails, at least, Adelaide. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sure I can be part
Okay.
of the death.
So this time
Lady Death Squadron.
we're just going with comedy this time. Adelaide walks off the dock into the water. She just fully is not looking where she's going, and she just walks right off the dock, and you just hear this sploosh.
Oh,
What do you mean? Are you okay?
I I think my inner light has been doused.
And,
Cord will extend a hand to try to grab Flamby.
yeah, you guys pull her out. She's just soaked. It's like it's like
Covered in seaweed.
you're just like such a sad state, like in the dark, and you guys are out on this dock, and you hear a little bit down the dock. You just hear like a little like chuckle of like your guys' situation. There's somebody down there just with your guys' high perceptions checks. You see there's somebody down the dock working.
And then Cord says, I wouldn't laugh if I value my life.
Oh, meaning no harm, Slayers. And they just, you see a little cherry from like a pipe that they're smoking, and they're just working on some crates or something.
I know, Flamby. Well, I don't really know, but it seems like you mentioned before that this person has affected us all in some way or another. But, like never before, we have to work cohesively as a team and swiftly.
Should we ask the gentleman at the end of the dock if he's seen anything?
It sounds like a good idea.
All right. So you guys move down to the end of the dock, and again, like I said, you see kind of like a dude maybe in his late 30s, just kind of like there's like a lantern at the edge of a gangplank, and he's just smoking a pipe and like working on crates and like moving stuff around. Like, evening, ladies.
Evening. We are looking for a ship, and the ship is called something that sounds German.
Heidelberg.
Heidelberg.
All right, he kind of
Definitely.
he just is like looking at all of you like you're crazy. Like,
We're in a small amount of distress at the moment, and a little bit on edge, and I think that it would be, probably in your best interest to start listing off names of ships that people may have boarded recently that start with an H, so that we don't start taking out some of our frustration on whatever happens to be close to us.
all right, he takes a long drag off his pipe. Are you guys trying to intimidate? Is that what's happening here? Or are you guys just having fun currently?
I mean, I'm afraid to roll anything.
All right. So he just kind of looks at you guys. He says, "Well, you all seem to be desirous of the same thing, but maybe not 100% sure of what you're after. Ships with an H, you said, because I certainly do appreciate my life and would hate to end up on the wrong end of a blade. Well, there's the Herald.
Nope.
Okay, not the Herald. There's the let's see, the Hatch Wing.
Nope.
All right. There's the Highburton.
Oh, bingo!
Bingo! I win. All right. Cheers. And he empties out his pipe and takes out like a little tobacco pouch and starts packing some more in.
Would you, friend, buddy, pal, acquaintance, would you like to tell us in which direction the Highburton is?
Oh yeah. And he just points right out to the ocean.
It left
So
already?
seemingly I was on the right track when I walked off the dock.
Yeah, it left already. Very odd. It left at night. Don't see that very often. Not very good tides. He lights his pipe and just starts smoking. He sits down on one of the crates. He seems fairly amused by this situation. What are your guys' charismas?
20.
20.
10?
10?
14.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely is like very happy to be around you guys. So he just kind of sits down and it's like, yeah.
I don't suppose that you have access to a boat that we could pursue the Highburton with?
I don't have access to a boat that you can pursue the Highburton with. I do have a ship that is mine. But so it's close, but not exactly the same.
So not
Ooh.
a boat, it's a ship. It's
Yeah.
a ship.
Yeah,
I
size.
would hate to insult your dinghy ever. I'm sure it's a...
Well, it's not that it's an insult. It's just, you know, the correct terminology. You know.
I
So-
appreciate your dedication to accuracy.
I know one thing: the sea. So, you know, if I call the wrong thing, you know, I lose a hand or something like that.
And
How
we
do
would
you
hate
like-
that.
How do you like coin?
I mean, I like coin.
Can we pay you to take us to follow that ship? It's very, 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 very important.
It's very, 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 very important. Okay.
Time is of the essence. Since it hasn't been that long, right? Since it went off on the sea?
Debarked?
Oh, I mean, it's been several hours for sure. I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't be able to debark until maybe dawn.
Be long gone by then.
Well, I mean, if it's any consolation, I know where they're headed.
Where?
What was it you guys said about coin? I feel like we could maybe work out a little deal here.
Jewel winks at Cord. To initiate the memory of Ford's sleight of hand trick, where we just keep tipping people and then taking the money.
Let's see if this guy knows who you guys are. Maybe like there's some chance he just knows who you guys are.
Sure.
All right. He's like, you guys look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
What?
Make it around. I'm a librarian. If you've ever been to the library, it's possible that you have seen me.
Don't make it around the books much, but I probably should. You know, the farthest
We
I
have
get
some
is like,
impressive stacks.
I believe it. Charts of islands and stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Do you go to the Arizozak, the forest often?
I've never been there.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I mean, fair. It's fair. But you know, since it's no harm, and clearly you seem motivated, I will just tell you, the Highburton went to Berdea.
Right.
Just as a token of faith, since it seems like, oh, I do know you guys. Well, it just so happens we might actually be able to come to an agreement then. Seeing as you're all pretty deadly.
What kind of agreement?
I would be glad to give you passage to Berdea in exchange for one small favor.
Go on.
I'm going to have some cargo that could use Watchful Eye. And if you guys were willing to ensure that it makes it to Berdea safely, I would be more than glad to take you there.
What kind of cargo?
The important kind. The kind that needs protecting.
Is it alive?
It is not alive. Don't worry, this is not some sketchy
Okay.
human trafficking or endangered species type thing. I'm a good guy. I know you don't. You've made your snap decisions on me. I don't know whether it's because I'm barefoot and out here working the docks at night, or if it's the cut of my pipe or the fact that I accidentally said ship when your friend said boat. I'm just a sailor.
Insight. Cord's going to be looking around to try to see if she spots any of this cargo, or if she catches wind of like something that would trigger where she would be like, no, I know exactly what you're trying to get us to.
Sure.
To watch.
Roll insight.
Okay, so that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, this guy seems square. He seems like he's being he's like a sailor of fortune. Just.
And that it wasn't any of the things that he listed.
Correct.
As far as human trafficking or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you guys are super worried about it, I will just show it to you when I get my hands on it.
And
Please
when
be
is that?
Black Lotus.
It's not a Black Lotus, but if you guys have a connection, I mean, you know, I wouldn't.
This might be a very good association for us.
Hey, Smalls, thank you for the bits. Hey, Smalls is in chat, everybody. Check her out. She's Twitch famous. All right. If you guys want, come back at dawn. If we have an agreement, we can shake on it. You guys come back at dawn. You hop on the ship. I'll take you to Berdea as long as you keep my cargo safe.
I mean, sounds like a pretty good deal, although I am really worried that we'll be gone for longer than a week and then we'll miss our Black Lotus hookup.
Oh, if you're worried about speed, and he gestures to the ship behind him, the one that the gangplank was going up, the Lark is probably the fastest ship in this harbor. She may not be the biggest. She may not be the prettiest. But man, she just slices right through the water.
Slice. I like it. I like this guy. Let's do it. All right, I'm in. Cargo, whatever. Got it. Done.
Is she safe? I have a thing about boats.
Safe? Oh, yeah. Very dependable.
Yeah.
And we have one of the best carpenters and surgeons in the realm. You probably like her. She's a tough one.
Carpenter and a surgeon. I can only imagine the crossover.
Yeah, got to be handy with a saw, I suppose.
Ooh.
I will have many questions for her.
Yeah, anything else you guys would like to discuss before we move forward?
Do we have time to go back to the inn?
You do. You have till
roll
dawn.
deep and then come back at dawn?
You guys do have till dawn.
Okay.
He's like, so we got a deal? We got a deal? You guys will protect the cargo? And
I believe so.
okay. He offers a hand
Yeah.
to shake any of you.
Yep.
He
Yep.
all right.
This is just like a...
He just shakes everybody's hands. He's
Anyway.
like, all right, this is going to be fun. This is going to be good. I like you guys. By the way, kind of a big fan of the LDS, just saying. Just once I figured out when I put the pieces together, glad we get to do this little thing together.
I'm going to control flames in his pipe
Okay,
and
well,
make a little flame dance out the end of his pipe.
the bowl end or the
The bowl end.
Okay.
The bowl end, not his... No, I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm trying to entertain.
Oh, he just kind of stares at it. He's like, this is my favorite pipe. It's my favorite pipe. It wasn't my favorite pipe. Now it's my favorite pipe. I'm going to give this pipe a name. I shall call it Flame Burst. There it is. Wow. Yeah, you guys.
And I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna lie, that's maybe like the slickest I've ever been. I think I've made a friend.
So you guys want to go back and party? Is that the idea? And then come back at dawn?
Well, Cord's version of party.
Right. All right. So you guys head back to the Mark. You're able to find Grace. You have some interaction with Chomsky about like, my door. You kicked my door in half, and like
I will remind you about the gold.
Oh yeah, and he's like, Yeah, doors. What's the door between friends? And you guys think briefly of Scarlet and how jealous she's going to be that Cord kicked out a door. And Cord, you'll just have to make a little bookmark to let her know that you did the door kicking while she was off doing what she was doing at her hometown.
Totally thought about
Drinking
that.
lots of milk.
Yeah, and you guys meet up with Grace. You guys have your choice of partying. Cord, you get some excellent meditation in. You guys have an amazing night. Adelaide, how would you like to participate in this Black Lotus extravaganza?
Oh, I'm going to be taking copious notes. It's going to, every 30 seconds, I'm going to be checking my pulse to see how that has changed. I am also going to write down every interaction that I have with a floating figure that's probably not actually there in front of me. I'm not gonna lie, Jewel, I'm probably also, while you two get freaky doing whatever you are doing, like be writing down like it's Animal Planet.
Jewel, go ahead and make a persuasion check to see how this flirting goes with this random Lotus dealer.
Oh my god.
We got 21.
21.
Woo!
Okay, so you can basically take that sort of romantic or sexual encounter as far as you would like. She seems totally open to it. You guys have a fantastic night, all of you, in each of your experiences. And it actually, for many hours, you guys actually totally forget about M. You forget about any of the anxiety or anything like that. And then right about 4:45 in the morning, you guys realize that your ship is probably going to leave, and you guys have not slept, and you guys are not high as fuck, but you guys are like, you guys are definitely perked up. Like, it is still go time when you guys make it back down to the docks. And you get down there, and like the clouds are lining the horizon with hues of pink and red as the dawn is like starting to come up, and you actually see the sailor you met the night before just standing at the top of the gangplank, and he's like, he kind of lights up when he sees you guys. He's like, "We are all wood, rust, and bone. Welcome aboard, ladies."
Cool.
Do we have any like spare Black Lotus that we bought for him that we can give as like a little gift?
I think it's one of those situations where you guys had access to a fair amount, and you guys did have the coin. So if you wanted to bring some lotus petals back with you or something like that, you could probably.
Just because he mentioned it, he's like, if you guys have a hookup, so I'm always thinking of my friends.
Nice. So you guys come up onto the ship, you see the Lark, and some of the crew pulls the gangplank up. It's like as soon as you guys are there, all the crates that were out on the dock have been hauled in. The gangplank comes up, and almost immediately you hear like just the saltiest voice from this woman being like, "So this is them?" She just kind of like walks over and she's like, "They're the ones who get special treatment, huh?" And she's got like a hammer. She's just like, "All right, I'm not impressed." And she just keeps walking. He's like, "Don't mind her. No, don't mind her. She's also a fan."
Is that the carpenter surgeon?
Yes, that is. Yeah. And then he's like, "She's salty, but knows what she's doing. Unlike..." Can I get a name from chat? Can you guys give me a name for the name of this dude that he's about to rip into? Otherwise, I'm going to give him like a bad name. I'm not super good at names. Nobody fast on the draw? All right, we're going to go with...
Ricardo.
Ricardo?
Yeah. Oh, no, Phineas.
Phineas is great. Thank you, Valar. Phineas it is. So he points up. He points up to the helmsman. He's like, "Unlike this idiot," he's like, "I'm not an idiot. I'm trying my best." And he's like, "I have the worst luck with helmsmen, but really, we had to leave by dawn, so you get what you pay for." And then he's like, "All right, well, if there's nothing else, I say we get on our way. He's like, so he's like, all right, like throw off the main line and cast out the other ropes. Aha, professional ship's captain. And you guys realize very quickly that this guy is actually the captain of this ship. He's not just a random sailor. And you guys break off into open water, and it is no joke. The Lark cuts through this morning water, and you guys are zipping out of the harbor so fast. And you actually find yourself passing ships that are just like regular sailboats that are out fishing, like zipping past everybody. And by the time it is full daybreak, you guys are almost out of sight of Sjogren. The Lark has a clip to her for sure. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, please. If there's anything you guys want to do before we just do like a little fast travel?
I mean, I'm going to go try to befriend the carpenter / surgeon.
Okay. Yeah. You guys kind of explore it's like a 2-mast ship, and at one point, Adelaide, you see the carpenter. She's like making lattices for the lower part of the ship deck, so like water can like slide out more easily, and you just see her like tooling with some stuff. And one of the things you notice is like her fingers are super rough, like she's been working with wood quite a lot, and she just has very calloused and able hands, and you see how quickly she like is working with this wood.
I'm just curious to know, do you think about the poetry of mending a body, the way that you mend a ship, the way that you create a whole new life for something that has been shattered and broken so that it can go on and voyage out into the world? Do you think about the magnanimity of that?
Why don't you make a charisma check to see how she responds to your open?
I can't wait for this to 22.
Oh, wow. You see her like look at you for she holds your gaze for a little while, and you see like wave after wave in her eyes of rude thing to say or like salty thing to say, and each one like comes up but doesn't come out of her mouth. And eventually she manages, I'm real busy right now, and she like grabs her work and just like heads off.
And I really admire that about you.
And you guys kind of like get to know the crew a little bit, and there's some cool people. And at some point, the captain comes over and he's like, "Great. So I'm going to show you where the cargo is, and then that way you guys can keep it safe. And yeah, and then just sit back and relax. Be great." So he shows like the little cargo bin, and he shows where the items, like all their cargo is. And unless you guys have any questions, we will move ahead.
So do we know what the cargo is yet, or it's just in crate?
It's in a crate. Yeah, it's in a locked crate.
Is he good? Like, can we find this out?
Yeah, he'll show you the locked crate for sure. He wants you to know where it is because he wants to keep it safe.
But like, I want to know what it is.
I know, right? It's exciting.
But he won't tell us.
I mean, I can show you where the crate is. I don't want to show you where the key is. I mean, I like you guys, and I trust you guys, you know. But I don't trust you. You know, I trust you like I trust the helmsman.
Or it's gonna go up
Phineas.
to the crate.
Wow, Phineas?
And try
You're
to
going
listen.
to equate us with Phineas?
I mean, times will. I mean, you guys showed up on time. I appreciate that. You know.
Crate's going, or Cord's going up to the crate, or
Okay.
like whatever this thing is, and like trying to like put her elf ear to the crate to try to see if she can hear anything.
All right, it's relatively
moving?
small. It is chained to the ship, and you do not hear anything inside. It's
Do I
too
smell anything?
nothing. It smells like hay, like there might be hay in there. But it's too small to be like a person or anything like that, for sure. It's like maybe about this big.
Oh.
Like shoebox size.
Right.
Oh, so it's small.
Small.
It's not like a big crate.
No,
okay.
no.
I'm thinking it's like...
Yeah,
Shoebox.
I guess a box would be a better descriptor.
I was like a crate. I was like, oh, okay. Like,
From
whole thing.
now on, I'll let Adelaide know what it is, and then she will use poetry to describe it, because
awesome.
that's gonna
I
work
know.
out better. All right, you guys just go through the day, and then basically after a full day of travel across the sea, night arrives. The moon is still bright, and it like just shines off the water, which is nice because otherwise there would just be endless wet darkness. You guys have agreed to take watch. How would you guys like to do that? Like order, or what's your guys' feelings about watch?
Are we coming down in a bad way?
One of the great things about Black Lotus is that it doesn't have a bad come down. But
Great.
if you really, really want me to, I can make you guys roll Constitution checks. And Adelaide, you can give us another crit fail. In fact, you talked me into it, Adelaide. Everybody roll
Oh my
Constitution
God,
checks.
no!
Constitution checks for everyone.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, I was so scared.
10.
10, okay.
18.
18.
Oh wait. Okay, wait, hold up. Come on. 14.
Okay, you guys are all fine. It's like, and again, this is not like heroin. It's like chat's going off right now. They're giving us the Dewey Cox right now for
Oh
sure.
my gosh.
You know, it's non-habit forming. It's not the cheapest drug there is. It was expensive. You guys definitely dropped some gold. I don't know if they're called sovereigns, crowns, ladies. I don't know. You guys dropped some gold.
Nuggets.
Ladies.
some gold
ladies.
ducats on
Old
that.
ladies.
Yeah. So you guys, what is the watch order that you guys would like to take?
I will volunteer for first watch, mostly so that I can pester the carpenter,
All right.
surgeon again.
Sure. Just tell me the order and I'll roll from there. You guys are all elves, right?
Yeah.
So-
So, technically, meditating is like,
Yeah.
it doesn't take that long to do that.
Hey, Gamer Shark. Thank you, Gamer Shark, for the bits. Who has never paid for drugs, not even once. It's all about who you know. Good. I feel that. I too am in. I think everyone here in this group has never paid for drugs. We're all completely innocent. Now, I'm gonna. Let's just. Cord definitely. Cord never, except for Black Lotus tea that one time, but that doesn't count. That was
It
prescription.
doesn't count.
All right.
It takes you to a higher plane, but not hot. Well,
You know what?
Never mind.
Let's just streamline this.
Never mind.
You guys all meditated at the same time, so you
Yeah.
guys could all just. I think you guys just, as
awake.
part of the Lady
Okay.
Death Squad, all the ladies,
Awesome.
just do the thing.
That makes sense.
We synced up.
You sing, yeah. Yes, indeed. And that night on watch, guess what's gonna happen, guys? Go ahead and make
Are we
perception
gonna get
checks.
attacked?
Oh, go ahead and roll perception checks, guys.
Oh god.
Let's
oh
do
god.
this thing.
Oh god.
Oh, now I got a nat 1.
Oh, nat
Oh,
one,
no.
a nat one for Cord.
Is this what happens when you come down from the higher planes?
Oh yeah.
Apparently.
You're still there a little bit. Your cord is still high. Cord is
Welcome
still high.
to my world.
Oh man.
21 though.
21 for
Ooh.
Adelaide. Great.
And 14.
Okay, that's great. So, Cord, you're still like on cloud nine, like reminiscing about what you saw on this other plane. Oh, Gamer Shark, thank you for the bits. For a Cord-tastrophe. Loving it. Loving the puns. And then guess what happens? Adelaide, you hear the sound of water and some sort of soggy, what sounds like a soggy object land on the deck of the ship. And as you look over, you see what looks like a bipedal beastoid with some sort of giant dorsal fin coming out of its back, glowing red eyes, and, of course, a giant shark head. Ladies, please roll initiative for me.
It's Jabberjaws.
Yeah, good job.
Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing right here.
This makes sense because I'm still on cloud 9 or 10. So I got a 9 for my initiative.
Okay.
I also got a 9.
Okay.
I got an 8.
An 8. Oh my gosh. All right, and I'm officially changing their Pucking about. Oh snap, Puck. Cheering for a grand because we finally got to some business. I feel you, dog. I feel you, dog. What'd you call them? Jabberjaws? Is that what you called them, Cord?
Yeah, do you remember the cartoon? No one remembers that cartoon.
What was it like?
Jabberjaws?
Shark guys? All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see how these guys.
Well, I
do.
mean, he was a friendly shark, so I guess it's not the same.
These are now called Jabberjaws because that is too sweet. So the Jabberjaw.
Street sharks makes more sense.
So let's see. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, the Jabberjaw. Adelaide, you're the one who sees the Jabberjaw first, and it wheels on you and just charges right for you. One thing that I think is really important to actually, I won't talk about that. We'll talk about that later. Okay, Adelaide, what is your armor class?
Oh gosh. Let's see. 14.
14. All right. The shark, the Jabberjaw, runs forward and it kind of grasps at you with its hands and takes a huge snap at you, but you're able to dodge out of the way, maneuver so that its mouth doesn't get to you. Adelaide and Cord, you guys go at the same time. Jewel, you're on deck. Adelaide, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, let's see. So I've just dodged out of his way.
That's right. The bite was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. All right. In that case, I am going to. I mean, I got a firebolt, right? Like,
all right.
Duck out under the way and like reach toward the jaws in a very terrified manner. Because if you disarm the jaw, like if I can reduce some of that bite strength, so I'm going to target his jaw and throw fireball.
Okay. Make an attack for me.
Okay. So we're gonna get a 24 on that.
That is going to be successful.
Is it? I wasn't sure.
That hits.
All right.
That's a solid hit.
Yeah, except the damage I'm gonna do.
What'd you do for damage? A two.
A 2.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay, great. With the open jaw, the firebolt like goes through its open mouth and like cuts just part of the cheek a little bit, and it just looks at you and it's just like its eyes glowing red.
Least burn his tongue.
I will give you a tongue burn. You rolled high. You burned his tongue. All right, Cord, you're up. Jewel, you're on deck.
Okay, so Cord is going to take her staff, her quarterstaff from her back, and she's going to swing it so that way she can basically try to impale its eye.
Okay.
Injure its eye.
Great. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay, and that is an 18 to hit.
That is successful.
Alrighty, so let's see here. Okay, so that is for 8 points of damage.
Bingo, bango.
Then she's going to bonus action, use her unarmed strike, and she's going to actually try to. It has gills, I'm assuming.
It does have gills, yeah.
She's going to basically tiger claw at its gills.
Okay.
To rip it.
Okay, you've just smashed in with your quarterstaff, like caved in half of its face, and its eyeball is like dangling out. Go ahead and go for this tiger claw.
Yeah, so then she's going to swing the one, her staff with one arm behind her back while she does the tiger claw with the other hand.
Dope.
And that's for 16.
Wait, 16 to hit or 16?
To hit.
To hit, yes, that hits. I was like, 16 damage? Oh, snap. That
Oh,
guy,
no,
he
no.
in trouble. He in big trouble.
But that is for another 8 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
There's a 4 on the die with the +4.
Okay, so you guys watch as Cord reaches into this Jabberjaw's gills and just like rips out like almost like, I don't know what the equivalent like lung is, but it's like half of this like dude's like neck guts are just like pouring out, like just like black smoke is spewing everywhere, and it's just like and his head is all like falling over to the side, just like snapping randomly, absolutely devastated by the attack. Jewel, you are up.
Okay, so this thing is it on its? It sounds like it's about to die.
It's definitely hurt. It is definitely very, very, very badly hurt.
Okay. All right, but it needs the final blow.
It needs a final blow.
Okay. So its neck is ripped out, so we need to go for the heart.
All right.
So I want to stab it through the heart with a dagger.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Got 15.
15 is good. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And it
Damage 7.
7. Okay. Jewel rushes forward and plunges her dagger into the shark's chest and pulls downward on it, and blood just sprays out everywhere. You guys have all successfully done damage to an opponent in a single round and killed it. That's a guaranteed bloodbath. Congratulations, ladies. The first Jabberjaw is toasted, but before you have time to celebrate, you hear the sound, the wet sound again, as 2 more Jabberjaws jump out onto either side of the ship, climbing up, and they don't seem to care at all about their fallen comrade as they charge towards you. Hey, Valar, thank you for the bits there. All right, the first one goes after Adelaide, and the second one goes after Cord. Gamer Shark, thank you for the bits, sir. All right, Adelaide, what is your AC?
14.
All right, that's going to be a hit. So, being slightly caught off guard, the wet, sopping creature charges towards you. And, sorry, I need a larger dice there for all the damage.
No!
All right, and as you try to dodge out of the way as you did before, you bring up your arm to block, and it bites down on your arm, and you can feel its teeth go all the way into your forearm, and you take 6 points of damage.
Oh my god.
And,
Okay.
and as it's close, you can see its lifeless eyes just staring at you with one purpose in mind: death. Cord, what is your armor class? Is it super low by any chance?
It's a 17.
Okay, this silly Jabberjaw comes up to you, and it like bites at you, and it is so slow. It is just like, it's like any regular person would have died. They would have easily been bitten in half, but you're able to just step out of the way, and like enough where you're like can just watch it moving. All right, Cord and Adelaide, you guys go at the same time. Jewel, you are on deck. This time I'm going to start with you, Cord. What would you like to do?
Okay, so basically, after that happened in slow motion, she's going to twirl the quarterstaff behind her back and then basically try to impale it through its skull with her quarterstaff.
Very nice. Roll to attack.
And that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alrighty, and then because I did two-handed, that's going to be 1d8 instead of the normal d6.
Okay, sweet.
And that is for 7 points of damage.
All right, you go ahead, and when you spin around and try to impale this shark, this Jabberjaw, even with a blunt weapon, you're able to break skin and bone as the edge of the staff lifts it up off the ground slightly, and you see a depression in its rib cage where the wood has broken through.
And I'm going to then, with that, like pushing him, I guess, a little bit off the ground, he or she, or non-binary.
They're so
Jabberjaw.
it's,
And then I'm going to bonus action kick, basically do a roundhouse kick to try to basically push this thing away from me.
sounds good. Also, I forgot to give you a soul for that first Jabberjaw. Go ahead. So give us that kick. Give us that kick action.
So that's for ooh, that's for 23.
23
to hit.
hits. That definitely hits.
And that's for only 5 points of damage.
5 more points of damage. All right. It is looking pretty tore up. Like, you are able to, let's say, do like a back spin roundhouse to like its knee, and it just caves the knee in sideways, and now it's like hunkered down and over and looking pretty beat up. Adelaide, it is your turn. Jewel, you're on deck.
Okay, well, I am really pissed off, and I think I still have my arm in its mouth.
Okay.
So, with my arm still in its mouth, I'm going to bring the other hand up, and we are going to cast Burning Hands right in its face.
All right, do it.
Nice.
Do it. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and roll
Okay,
that.
so I'm gonna cast, and we're gonna roll a 3d6.
Oh,
for...
oh, right. And
oh,
then-
sorry.
Yeah, you roll damage, and then I roll the save, right?
Gotcha.
I think.
Yeah. I think.
If there's
so-
anybody in chat with a PHP, you can let us know how to what I'm supposed to do as a DM. All right, go ahead and roll those 3d6.
13.
13, very nice. And go ahead and what is your spell save?
Oh, what is my spell save? What a great question. Where am I going to find that? Oh, spell saved, 15.
15. All right, he does not make it. How much damage was that? You said 13?
13.
13. All right. Your hands come together and just a wave of flame explodes in this shark's mouth, blowing its jaws wide open. Like it flies back, just like absolutely screeching in pain as it is just charred. Half of its body is just charred black from this beautiful wave of fire from Adelaide. Jewel, you're up.
All right, so I saw the Jabberjaw grab a hold of Flamby, and so my attention is on that Jabberjaw first.
Okay, great.
Because it's already engaged in combat, can I use my advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. It's engaged in combat. You get opportunity, or you have advantage, so go ahead and roll attack twice.
Okay, sweet. And I'm gonna throw some daggers.
Nice.
So let's try.
Well, you're going to throw a dagger.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. one at a time.
One at a time.
So, wow, weird. Same exact. Cool. All right, 14.
14 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And 6.
6?
And then can I add my sneak attack?
Yes, you can.
Oh yeah. All right. So +7. So 13 damage.
13 damage. Yes.
Ayo.
That is that's going to go ahead and do it. But let's do something fancy here. So you guys watch as like this thing like had its jaw blown back by this fire, and Jewel throws this knife and it's spinning sideways, and it almost looks like an error at first. Like, why would you throw it sideways? And you see as it cleaves into the back of the Jabberjaw's neck and spins around that it ends up taking off the entire Jabberjaw's head. It is completely decapitated, and it just goes flying. Blood just shooting everywhere, and black smoke as it starts to disappear. And the last Jabberjaw turns and, like, is absolutely furious in a mindless rage, and it just charges towards you, Jewel, bellowing with its crazy chaos mouth. Ah! What is your armor class?
16.
All right. Thank you, Hot Wife, for those bits. It turns and it just takes a big old snap at you, and you do this like real like brash thing where you just don't move because you've gauged the distance perfectly, and it just goes, and it just like right by the tip of your nose, but it does not hit you. Cord and Adelaide, it is your turn. Adelaide, you go first this time.
Okay. So we have Snappy Guy.
There's one very wounded Jabberjaw left.
Okay. So I'm going to. So there's not a lot left that needs to happen on this guy. I don't know. I think I want to see him dance. I'm going to create bonfire right under his feet.
All right. Okay.
Let's see. And 5.
5?
5 damage.
5 damage. Great. Does he get a save?
Great question.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say you give him 5 damage.
I'm gonna say probably no.
Gamer Shark, thank
15.
you for those bits. 15 damage?
No,
Or not
the-
15 damage.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, I
Sorry,
don't. I don't think he's going to. I'll give. Okay, he can have a save. All right. All right. He makes his save.
Oh no!
Does anybody?
I should not have said anything.
We're playing fast and loose here. Chat. I'm just gonna come make out with you for a second. Just to let you guys know. Yeah, chat. We take the rules really seriously here, and we are really focused on being rules lawyers. So just keep in mind everything here is 100% book accurate, and you can go ahead and take that to Gary Con, and you'll have a great time. Don't worry about it. We got you. Good examples here. Do as we say, not as we do. All right. So the shark. But I will give you your dancing wish. You see the shark be like, my feet. But he doesn't say feet. He's like, That's Chaos Shark for
Well,
feet.
surely he has flippers. So.
Surely. I see what you did there. All right, Cord, you're up.
Okay, so you'll see where Cord basically takes the staff and she starts twirling it over her head like at a crazy speed, high speed. She goes forward full speed and with both hands strikes at the jaw of this shark to hopefully knock its jaw off. We'll see.
Nice.
That is for 19 to hit.
That's going to hit. Go ahead.
And that's a D8 because of the fact that it was two-handed. And that's for 9 points of damage.
Yeah, he's super dead. So Cord spins around and hits this dude in the head, and the whole head just explodes like a fucking pinata. Just brains and skull fragment everywhere. And just like all chaos monsters, once they've been perished, they just start to evaporate into black smoke. They just completely dissipate from the world because these are not terrestrial creatures. They're agents of chaos. Really excellent job. I don't know if I did not give you a kill for that yet, so there is one more soul freed. The ladies...
And I also, too, absorb the life force
of
this Jabberjaw.
Heck yeah, you do, and I got something special for you on that. So, for you guys at home, I'm going to give you guys a little close-up here with Cord, because Cord is sucking up the life force of this Jabberjaw.
I drink your
Just
milkshake.
Extra little extra thing for you guys.
Go. Slightly terrifying.
And for you guys who don't know, that's straight out of There Will Be Blood. Cord drinking some milkshake right there. All right, so
Brings all the Jabberjaws to the yard?
it brings all the Jabberjaws to the yard. So you guys have successfully killed these Jabberjaws, and you see like a terrified a terrified guy like peek out of the crow's nest and look down at you, and he's just like, "Ah, good work. I would have helped, but it's just a long climb down." And then he just ducks right back into the crow's nest. After all the commotion, the captain comes out, and it's just like, "Nice job. Thank you. Thank you. You've done an incredible thing here. Why don't you guys all make Arcana checks?" I like you guys. You guys are good. I like you guys. I'm glad you're all alive. 13? Okay.
11.
11? Okay.
3.
Okay, Jewel, you don't know this, but Adelaide and Cord, you both know that oftentimes these chaos beasts that are part of the Shattercrest world are attracted to things like magical items.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Oh.
what it is.
Hey, Stewie. Thanks for the cheers there. We appreciate it. Good luck. Luck be for the ladies. You guys spend the rest of the night. Is there anything you guys would like to do tonight? Anything else you'd like to? Great. So the night moves on, and you guys. You guys don't have to sleep, and there's no more crazy encounters or anything like that during the night. And by midday the next day, so night has finished and day has begun. By midday, you hear the old man up in the crow's nest yell, "Ship ho!" And you guys.
Who are you calling a hoe?
Oh, he's a saucy old guy. But as you guys move to the bow of the ship, which would be the front, my sailing knowledge is so impressive.
Immaculate.
I know. I'm just as good as the captain. You know, I know the difference between a ship and a boat, and the bow and the stern. You guys get to the front of the ship, and the front of the Lark, and you actually see another ship ahead of you in the distance. And this music is like super intense. Okay, good. It calmed down. I was like, it's not that intense right now. We're just... and the captain comes up next to you and he goes, "Told you the Lark was fast."
Is that our...
Yeah. We're going to be able to just...
Our boy?
What's up?
Is that our boy?
Oh, that is the Highburton. No doubt. They set out at night like a bunch of fools against the tide. We waited till morning, and we have the better ship and the better captain, so obviously we're going to catch up with them. What is, just out of curiosity, what are you going to do to this person you're after?
Going to ask an awful lot of questions.
Ooh. Hope he's got answers.
Me too.
The only answer that matters is his life, of course.
Well, he probably has it coming, right?
Several times over.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy it then. And you guys give chase for a bit, and then you hear from up in the crow's nest, and you guys see that the old guy has like a spyglass. Hey, Stewie, thanks for the follow, yo. Welcome to Lady Death Squad. Welcome to the in-crowd. You hear, "They've given up!" And you guys see that you are now steadily gaining on the ship ahead of you. Captain's like, they know there's no way they can escape us, so it's smart. And then you hear, "Oh, they're raising a flag!" And he's like, "Oh my God, they're surrendering to us. They must think we're pirates."
Who's to say we're not?
I mean, I'm not, but I'm far be it from me to get in your way. And then you hear, "The ship's coming about!" And the ship starts to turn. And at that point, you just see all of the crew kind of their countenance change. And you guys can see clearly that the flag that was raised, it's not a white flag. It is a black flag. And you see the captain say, "Go ahead and bring us about. Why don't you do that?" And he just starts yelling, "Come about! Stewie, thank you for the sub, yo. Come about!" And you see the helmsman just spin the wheel like a total dweeb in the wrong direction, and all of the sails just go slack. They just go like you lose all wind. He's like, "You stalled us out to windward, you fool! You fool!" And you see the carpenter like just running up to the helm of the ship and like literally almost like punches this dude in the head. And you hear the guy up in the crow's nest, like he's like, "It's the Venger!" And you guys know for a fact that the Venger is the deadliest pirate ship in the entire realm. They are merciless. You also hear things about like, "It's not even a 2-mast, that's a 3-mast frigate, you fools!" And the crews just start going crazy as this huge ship is just barreling towards you guys. And you see the captain look at Jewel and Cordy's like, "You guys are able-bodied. I need you guys up in the rigging to get this sail like fixed. Just listen to what they're saying. You're the only people I trust to actually get up there and do something correctly."
Okay, Captain? And then the Cord does this weird like arm motion because she doesn't know how to do the signals. And then she goes basically where one of the sails was slack. She crawls up or like basically climbs up, shimmies up to the top, so then that way she can try to get hold of the rope of the sail to try to fix it.
Great. You guys both make dex checks, and you hear the carpenter just like screaming out like, "Just drop the end lines," and she's basically pointing to the top of the riggings. She's trying to do something so that they can drop the sail and then re-raise it to catch the wind.
Dirty 20 for me.
Dirty 20, very nice.
17.
17, that's good for both of you. Very, very nice. I'm going to make a note. Moving forward, you guys are going to give the ship a little bonus because you were able to do that. You're able to drop the sail down, and it gets you see her like spinning the wheel back the other way. The sail goes up. The wind immediately catches it, and you guys start unfortunately going straight towards the Venger. But you see that she has to go that way to then bank the ship in a new direction. Adelaide, the captain is screaming to you to now that the carpenter has run up. He's like, "I need you to go help me at the navigation station. We got to figure out what the closest island we can get to, or we are in big, big trouble."
Oh, you're very lucky. I have looked at a lot of maps in my life.
So you guys rush over to the starboard side of the ship, and lo and behold, there is in fact a complete starboard with like all sorts of like maps and stuff like that. Make a history check. See if you can decipher a thing.
Sure. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Are you for... Okay, wow. I'm glad you used up those ones, because I was going to really enjoy... well, okay. Regardless of what I was going to enjoy, I will enjoy this instead. You guys find... Adelaide, you find very quickly a series of coral reefs that have been indicated that 100% guarantee indicate from what you've studied that there should be an island there, even though there's no island on the map. Just based off the coral reef, you're 100% certain that there will be an island there.
Coral reefs only seem to happen within a certain range of land, and while there is land around there, it's not that particular range. And so the fact that there is a coral reef here suggests that within range of the coral reef, there should be land. So if we head that direction, we'll find land.
The captain's like, "Great. I'm not going to debate it with you. And he's just like, "Yes."
Nor should you. I'm very sure of my knowledge.
And you guys bring the whole ship about. You guys have a destination, and you guys just start peeling through this water. Unfortunately, the Venger that was started maybe like 3 miles away from you guys has made up over half the ground already and is maybe a mile behind you guys and gaining. So why don't Jewel, Cord, make another round of, let's do acrobatics checks this time to see how much you're able to help, like, do additional fancy stuff to help increase the speed of the ship.
I rolled a 12 plus 6, that's 18.
Very nice.
27.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's real good. Was that a nat 20 with a bonus, or
Yeah.
that was a nat 20?
Yep, that's witty.
Yeah.
Okay,
With
nat
bonus.
20 time. Oh, so hold on. Nat 20. Nat 20. We got to come up with something super fancy here. All right. So basically, you guys watch Jewel, like, she's like standing on one of the yard arms, like just like standing, like holding off of it, and like literally just bending the sheet with her hand and catching extra wind or something, like something super sweet. And the ship starts to turn on its side as a result of it. And because it's like going side-like across the waves, you guys are actually keeping pace with the Avenger, and it has not overtaken you guys. It's pretty spectacular. And you guys are making very, very fast ground towards this coral reef. Adelaide, you notice as the Avenger gets closer and closer, because it is inevitable that it is going to overtake you guys. Your only hope is that you make it to the reef before they do. Once they are within about, like, they're really close. They're starting to get real close. Like, you guys can see the other ship. You can see the people on it. Adelaide, you watch as a woman, all in green, walks out on the what is the pole at the front of the ship? The prow.
Prow. Oh, I guess the prow is the.
It's like the
Yeah.
Okay, well, we know we've got the. We've got the.
We did our research.
We've got the bow of the ship, and then we've got the post coming out the front. The bowsprit. Thank you, Merc Worky, for the win. Always, Merc, just bring the thunder from the dawn of time. And she walks out on the bowsprit, walks all the way out, and there's like a little disc at the very front of it. And she just stands on it with her arms folded. And she takes out a hand. Mossy Minnie, thank you for the follow, yo. And she stands there, and you see there's some sort of dark object in her hand. And then all of a sudden, you see the object just shoot towards you guys, just at crazy fast speed. And you just see an explosion in the water next to the ship, just like up in the air. And then you see her take out her other hand, and you see another dark cylinder. And as it gets close, you guys puck it about. Oh, wow. Thank you for the 10 gift subs, yo. That's super generous. Shout out to Puck. Okay, the second one crashes into the back of the ship, the Lark, and explodes. And you guys just hear shouts as splinters and smoke just like fly up out of everywhere. Adelaide, you know some about this. These are known as cannon mages. That their whole thing is basically, there's no cannons in this world, there's no gunpowder, but there are mages, and they're basically shooting cannonballs at you with her magic. And about that time, as you guys are starting to take on water, you reach the coral reefs. And, oh man. Jewel, you rolled a nat 20, so instead of screwing with you guys here, I'm going to go ahead and say that you guys are able to navigate through these coral reefs, and in fact, you do find an island. You do see up ahead rocks, jagged rocks that you guys start to weave through, and the captain is calling out orders. Cord and Jewel are helping with the rigging, and the Venger actually has to abruptly turn when they realize that you've led them into a coral situation. And maybe after 90 minutes or 2 hours of like navigating this coral based off of Adelaide's roll, you guys actually end up docking on this island. They cast off the anchor, and the captain is like freaking out because you guys are taking on water like crazy. Yeah, he's just like, okay, we gotta like do this, and we gotta do this, and we gotta do this. And the carpenter's like, we don't have proper wood for that. And he's like, I thought you were a carpenter. I thought you were supposed to do this. And she's like, look, we don't have it, so I can't do it. And he's like, anyway, you guys are, it's like on this island, or like docked off of this island, and it's like when you take when like the shouting kind of like stops a little bit, you see that it's like a fucking jungle paradise. You know, there's like coconut trees, and like you see this like freshwater stream in the distance, like cascading, like a cascading waterfall, and there's like a fucking herd of wild horses like just like running along the beach, and then they like run off into the jungle. And the carpenter's like, maybe if we search the island for some trees, I could repair the ship and you could stop yelling at me.
You want us to help you find wood?
She kind of looks you over. She's like, I guess, you know, come with the crew. It's, you know, I'm busy. She like walks over, starts pointing to, you know, you guys kind of gather a crew, and after like maybe another, like after you're pretty certain that the Venger can't get to you guys, you found like sort of like this, like a cove within this like little island that just, it went through like, let's say it went through like a sweet, like narrow, like rock pass. You guys went through like sort of like a watered cavern pass that's just like this, the smaller lark can get through to really ensure your safety. And you guys came into this sort of like lagoon within the island itself, sort of like a mini Shattercrest. And you guys are able to dock and do these things, and a small party of you have gotten off and are now on shore and embarking to find some wood to repair the ship.
And so, just question, have we been followed by the pirates?
At this point, you guys don't think that you definitely were not followed by them through the rocky pass. There would be no way for their ship to do it, you don't think?
Heavier ship, deeper hull, couldn't possibly make it through without racking out the bottom on the coral.
Yeah. Pretty much Adelaide's sweet roll really hooked you guys up. And between Adelaide's sweet roll and Jewel and Cord's sweet roll about keeping the Venger off you for as long as they did, I'm not going to lie, I had a bunch of notes about how much damage the ship could take before you guys would start to sink. I had a whole pirate fight ready. I had all these things ready, but no, you just want to roll great. You want to do other stuff. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We're women of many talents.
All right, so you guys...
All in the wrist, baby.
Yeah, it's because you got those ones out early. Got them out of the way.
It's true.
We got to come up with some special bonus for you guys if you roll that many crit fails or crit successes in a row. It's too tasty.
I think we deserve a drink. I think that's what it is.
Well, all you got to do is convince somebody in chat to summon Toasty. We could absolutely do a toast. You know? I think, you know? It's like somebody summon Toasty. It's easy. So you guys are starting to trek through the jungle. Let's go ahead and make, I guess it's going to be perception checks to try to
find wood.
Find the right kind of wood.
Okay.
So,
all right.
What's interesting about nat ones is that
Wait, there's no
Yeah.
toast. Wait, hold on. Chad's telling me there's no toasties left to summon? They won't let you summon Toasty? What the heck? Hold on, guys. This is a serious
What?
situation. How is there no Toasty? I am dismayed.
Was Toasty used up at the beginning and we didn't know?
There should be more than one Toasty.
Toasty?
All rewards claim again. What? Okay, so that's an error on my part. You know what? Because you rolled. Wait, you rolled three ones. I don't think give you a Toasty for 3 nat ones. You guys doing some magic on me, making me think I'm gonna give you Toasty for 3 nat ones.
So that's a 6.
A 6. Okay, so Cord is having a great time on the island. There's some beautiful stuff there. And she finds lots of trees, none of which the carpenter seems happy with. If anybody wants to name the carpenter, I think we got some NPC. If anybody wants to name the NPC, we can name her. Or if anybody else redeems one of the other things that is not Toasty, that is near Toasty, I will give you a Toasty. Kioa. Love it.
Kioa.
Kioa. Kioa is our carpenter. All right. Jewel, what did you roll for perception?
11.
11. All right. Jewel also finds lots of trees. None suitable for what it is. Run the jank. Run the jank. You redeemed our NPC name. Give us an NPC name. I'm gonna have to give it to one of the other PCs because we already hopped on Kiowa, but I'm gonna give you a good one. I'll let you name the captain because right now he's just Captain Pants.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Old Captain. I'll keep an eye out for that. Adelaide, what is your perception for?
Jesus.
I was really hoping that I was going to impress Kioa here. And I kind of fumbled it because I'm also at an 11.
Okay, you guys also find trees. So for the first for the first hour or two, you guys find lots of wood, and you guys are like, "Oh, we should do this." And Kioa is just like, "No, that's not ship wood. Let's see how she does."
What is the problem? Is it too soft? Is it too hard?
She's like,
what's wrong with the wood, Kioa?
basically she's like, you need something that's not too soft, and you need something that's not too brittle, and it's got to be able to stand decay for a long period of time. Yeah.
It's got to be up to the task. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's got to work. So you guys search for a little bit.
How straight does it need to be?
Oh, I've got my tools. We just need the tree, and I can patch the hole. It's not going to be a big problem. Stewie, thanks for the bits. The Sassy 3 from Stu. All right. You guys search for several hours, and I think eventually you guys are... I'll let you guys do one more round just to see if anything crazy happens.
With perception?
Perception, one more round, just for funsies.
One more.
Better. 19.
Oh, 19's very good. That's very, very good.
16.
16, that's also very good.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that one's not gonna do it. But Adelaide and Cord, you guys help Kioa find an ash tree, and it's perfect. It is the right size. It's not too big, not too small. It's exactly what she's looking for. You guys are able to carve it, chop it down, and with the help of the crew, haul it all the way back to the ship, the lagoon area. You guys start to repair it, and everything is going perfectly.
Worried about.
The ship is coming together nicely, and everyone seems in good spirits.
So while this is happening, I'm just pestering Kioa, being like, so let me ask you a question. Which came first? Your medical knowledge or your? Okay, I'm just gonna.
I heard you do magic on pipes.
Mm-hmm. I've lit a fire or two in my life.
And you start to feel your heart just like beating, like it's just like this deep like boom, boom, like your chest is just like you could just feel it boom, and then you just like
I don't want to be presumptuous, but I just feel like there's this power between us.
Jewel, Cord, you also feel this boom, boom, boom.
No.
And then you hear this deep pounding coming closer and closer. And you see the trees swaying in the tropical breezes, but there's no breeze. And then you hear a giant crack as one of the trees falls forward. And a giant reptilian beast on two legs, huge, like this thing is huge, like maybe 20 feet tall, lets out a tremendous roar and starts charging towards you and the crew.
Final boss.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, it is time.
Uh-huh.
It is time.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I have 10.
A 10. Jewel got a
dirt,
10.
a dirty 20. So apparently
Oh.
Cord is really ready to take
Cord
on
is-
this.
Cord is ready.
ginormous beast.
Cord, you fully come back to this plane.
I
Adelaide?
remember what happened on the higher plane and what the ancestors and the Grand Masters told me, and I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 12.
12. Adelaide, 12. I wish I had like a big dinosaur picture, like just get a... All right, I don't have a dinosaur picture, but because I have no self-control, you get the second best thing. Yeah, go get it. Charging right out of the woods. Gotta give that love for Toasty. All right, this
Oh,
you guys
so
see this
cute.
thing coming from a mile away. It is... All right, camera, calm
Andy.
down. The camera gods are mad. They're mad about Toasty. They're like, all right, there I am. All right, Cord. It is like maybe 120 feet away, charging towards you guys. What would you like to do?
Cord is going to go her. However, it's about what 30 feet.
It's about 120 feet away right now. It's charging from the tree line down towards the shoreline where all of the crew have been working on the ship. And as soon as they see this thing, like the crew just starts like running and screaming, like they're like, "Fuck this!" Like.
So what she's gonna do? She's going to run forward her full movement. And one thing that basically she doesn't normally use, she takes two wooden. It looks like they almost look like sticks. Like you're like, what is going on? Is she about to club this thing? She basically clicks it together, and it becomes a short bow. She takes the string and she puts the string at the top and then strings it completely. She then takes one of the arrows that she had underneath her monk clothing, and she tries to shoot at this thing directly in the eye.
Sweet.
So she's gonna try to go directly to the face.
Sweet, roll it.
But unfortunately, because she does not have that much training in the way of the bow, that was only an 11.
Okay, an 11 does not hit. You are actually quite skilled with the bow, but you find that even for you to see such a tremendous creature running towards you, with like these like teeth that are just, as big as a forearm, just bellowing, it's a little unnerving. And at that distance and at that pace, it's just a little more agile than you would have suspected. Adelaide, you are up. Jewel, you are on deck.
Okay, well, I am not messing around at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny bit to waste time while I figure out what I'm going to do.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna go straight for Scorching Ray.
Nice. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll some attacks for me.
Okay. So we are going to wind up with a 16.
Okay, that's going to hit.
Okay. And because it is just the one opponent, I'm going to focus all 3 of those damage rolls onto the one as soon as I can get my sheet back. There we go.
Hey, Max Burn.
So-
Thank you for the hydrate, yo. Help fuel these fires. All right. So the first Scorching Ray hits.
Yes.
I think you got to roll. Do you got to roll on all of them?
Do I? I don't know.
Let's see. If it's all one target, it's 3 different rays. I think you got to roll all 3.
I have to roll all 3. All right. So first one is 5. Am I rolling? I'm rolling.
Rolling
to
damage
hit on all 3.
Hey, Stewie, thanks for the
so-
cheers.
So rolling damage was 5. So I need to roll again to hit on.
Roll for the next one. So okay, you've done 5. All right.
So, rolling to hit on the second, I get a 26.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, and damage on that is a 3.
Is what?
3.
Isn't it 2d6?
It is a 2d6, and
Oh.
one was a 1 and one was a 2.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Three more. I'm still a fan. They're all hitting. That's what's important.
The next one's a 15.
15 hits.
Okay, and damage on that is a 9.
9. Very nice. Okay, this last bolt just blasts right into it, and you can see flesh blown out of the shoulder region of the beast. Hey, Puck, thank you for the bit, sir. Jewel, you are up.
Okay, so he's still a little ways away, so I'm going to use my short bow.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Hey, Stewie, thanks for the bits, yo.
All right, 12.
12. Hey, Gamer Shark, thank you for the cheers, yo. Your arrow flies true, strikes the beast, and then is reflected off of its hard scales.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Pretty bad.
We're going to do the same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no. It might eat crew. Let's see what it do.
Oh,
I'm going to roll. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Yeah, I'm just going to roll it. We'll see. All right, it goes after you, Jewel. Run straight ahead.
Does it go past any of us? Because I move forward. Can
Uh,
I strike it?
If you are closer to it, it's going to go after you.
Yeah, I moved
You're-
my full movement 45
Oh, okay.
feet.
It goes after you.
Okay.
It goes after you, Cord. All right. Oh! Oh!
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Don't like it. I don't like it.
It crit fails. It.
Oh!
I was hoping he has this dope move that he gets to do when he charges, and that is not it. That is a. Okay. Do I have something?
Thank you, Grandmaster.
Okay.
That came before
Do
me.
I have anything like? Oh my God! I also wait. Do I have anything funny that I can? Oh, here I got one for us. There it is. There it is. That's what happens. The silly skull. All right, you guys are back. All right, Cord, I'm gonna give you an attack of opportunity on that fail.
Yes. Okay. Can I attack again with my short bow, please?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's a little bit better. That is a 19 to hit.
19 to hit. That's gonna hit. Gamer Shark, thank you for the bits, sir.
Fantastic. And that's for 9 points of damage.
That is good.
Aiming for the forehead.
All right, so this thing kind of like slip. It's like as it comes down, it starts to like slip in the sand and actually loses traction. And you see Cord just fire out a beautiful arrow that strikes it like right in the head, just like burrowing deep into the skull.
Now, question: Is it even closer within range as far as melee, or is it not?
I think it is now entering into melee range.
Because if that's the case, I would like to do Fury of Blows, please.
Well, I don't. Can you do?
Oh, I can't.
No,
it's
because
opportunity.
yeah,
You're
type
right.
of opportunity. All right, Cord, it is your turn now, though, and we're gonna say it is in. Now it is in combat range. It was gonna eat the crew. You guys are messing with my plans. I set up this great NPC to be eaten. Kyo was about to get chomped on.
No!
Cord, thank you for
Flamby.
saving my
Oh
future
God.
boyfriend, girlfriend.
No problem. Okay, and then she's going to run up. I'm going to run up this thing with my movement, and I'm going to switch out to my quarterstaff to try to again come down with my full weight, like, and jumping in the air, trying to stab this thing directly in its forehead again.
Dope. Make an attack.
Oh my God, that is nat 20.
Oh! Oh, nat 20. Oh,
my God.
that is okay. So why don't we make this a flavor 20? So go ahead and roll the damage, and then we're gonna throw some spiciness on how dope of what you just did was.
So it's how do you do the for your crit? Everybody does nat 20s differently.
You just
how
double
do you do
don't
yours?
roll. You roll damage twice. Get to double your damage.
Perfect. Let's do that right now. Okay, so that is 5 for the first one. And then that is going to be 7 for the second.
Ooh, 12. Very nice. Dang, you guys are messing this dude
If
up.
this thing is still up,
It is.
now Fury of Blows.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So on this first one, you see basically Cord like run up and do some sort of like backflip, like wheel spin kick, like just like absolutely stopping this immense beast in its tracks, like hitting it under the jaw, and its head like slams back, and it lets out like a like what happened? And just like is like looks dazed based off of the attack.
And let's see, we got for the first one 13 to hit.
13 does hit.
And for the other one, that is going to be a 14.
That also
13,
hits.
14, perfect. Okay, and then let me do the damage on this one. So that's 5 additional points. And then that's going to be 6. 5 and 6, so 11 points total.
Holy cow.
So
All right.
I'm just punch, just like literally just trying to strike this thing in its head.
All right,
I'm just
so
trying to bash its head in.
So the way I imagine this is that you do this amazing strike with the quarterstaff, and then discard your weapon, and then just start like, it's like crazy to watch this monk just like punching this dinosaur, and you can see the energy like blasting off of it, just like big swirls of power as she collides, and this thing looks like it's absolutely on its last legs. Adelaide, it is your turn.
I want to pet it, but I shouldn't. Okay.
Thank you for the cheers, for the bits, Gamer Shark.
It almost killed your.
It did almost
other.
kill it almost killed my future girlfriend who doesn't know it. How close are we now?
It's probably within like 40 feet now, 30, 40 feet. It's like right up on you guys. I mean, Cord has stopped it dead in its tracks. Like Cord fucked this fucking dinosaur up, like badly. It's like got like, it doesn't look like a nice dinosaur. Imagine it looks like a T-Rex that was turned inside out. It's got like, it's even on the verge of death. It is looking to eat you guys. It's not Denver the Last Dinosaur.
So, oh gosh, I feel like if I go for burning hands, that's a little indiscriminate, and I don't want to burn out Cord. So
I mean,
you're welcome.
I could always roll for it.
Okay, let's do it.
Do it.
Let's
All right.
do it.
Just go
All
for
right.
it.
All right, so we're gonna
I believe.
we're gonna burning hands this one, and you know what? We're gonna go second level on it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
What's the DC on it again?
Roll that 46. The
Okay.
DC. What is the DC? It's 15.
It's 15.
Okay.
And this is
God.
Con or Dex?
Dex.
Ooh. Thank God. 18.
Okay, 18. Whew. Okay, and damage
Nice.
is 13.
The damage is 13.
13.
All right. So basically, what you got. This is what happens.
What had happened was
This dinosaur came crashing out of the jungles, and and all of the crew just started screaming. And you guys let off these arrows and blasts of fire. And Cord ran forward and just just did this amazing it looked like she turned into some sort of swan, and it flipped upside down, pulled it in its head, stopped it in its tracks, let off these 2 punches that just sent spirals of energy through its whole body. And then Adelaide lets loose with this burst of flame that is so bright and so powerful that she literally disintegrates the dinosaur.
And you know I was shouting for Kiowa while I did.
Congratulations, guys. You absolutely killed that dinosaur. It falls down to the ground, a charred corpse. So I guess not fully disintegrated, but I'm a big fan of that. Congratulations. You guys have saved the crew. You have...
So, can I interject something?
Yeah, Jewel, please.
So Jewel basically just was, I don't know, sucking her thumb this whole time while they were dinosaur. I shot one arrow, it just bounced off.
Jewel, they're fast.
Hey, I'm not hating on it, but now Jewel has all this pent up energy, so she has to take her knife and just uselessly stab it into the burnt, charred corpse. Just be like, let me just make sure it's dead, guys. Hold on, I'm just making sure, and I'm just stabbing it uselessly.
That's very conscientious of you, Jewel.
Yeah, well, it's super dead, and I think one of the things that I will make a note of for Marcel, who's going to be dimming again next week, is that to throw harder monsters at you guys, because you guys are tough, and you guys, what level? You guys are 3rd level. Yeah. If you guys level up one time, you guys need harder monsters. You need more monsters, and all right. So the crew comes back out absolutely flabbergasted because you guys killed this dinosaur in 30 seconds. It was and ran out, and they're just pew 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 pew, watching a monk fight a dinosaur with her bare hands. Oh, the bumpers, the Doge points.
she was trying to see what was happening.
Oh,
so.
the Doge points. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. That was an excellent boss fight. The whole crew and captain thank you profusely for saving them. And he's basically like, look, we're almost done repairing the ship, and I just want you to know that if you ever need passage anywhere that I'm headed from here on out, you're always welcome on the Lark.
Maybe we'll go on a voyage on a lark.
I would like to say that is relarkable, and thank you very much.
I'm not going to comment on that one. We're just going to... And you guys... he's like, hey, bad news. We're going to have to head back to Shogrin. We won't make it all the way to Berdea with the damage to the ship. I'm sorry.
All right.
And you guys set sail. And although there's some part of you that knows that there is a man named M that deserves your blades, fists, and fire for tonight, it actually does feel good aboard the Lark to be surrounded by people who are so epically grateful that you are such fantastic heroes. Yeah, there we go. All right, y'all, that's Lady Death Squad tonight. The ladies have won. Yet again, they've done a lot of good killing. We super appreciate you coming out. I hope you had a good time. They really butchered my plans for guard fights and pirate fights. They outsmarted me at every turn. And then when it came to the big bad, they absolutely scorched that as well. So I promise you I will make it harder next time. We'll get the Toasty fixed up for you guys, because that's absurd. We should just have Toasty all day, every day. Yeah, thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for the bits. All of our social media is linked below. These three ladies are really exceptional. I'm going to give them each a second to just plug their own stuff, and then I'll say a final adieu. Cord, let's start with you.
Hi guys, I'm Utahime. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay. I'm a cosplayer and streamer. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, and here on Twitch, and Brianna DeCoster on Twitter. And then if you want to catch more of my shenanigans with D&D and TTRPG, I play in a Fallout themed TTRPG called Vault on Mondays on the Initiative Order at 6:30 p.m. On soon we're going to be doing a second episode for Society of Sabers, which is a mass. It was supposed to be a one shot, but now it's become like, I don't know, we'll see if it's a mini series or not. But if you want to check out the would-be heroes, maybe they're not heroes, maybe they're more, I don't know, we find out Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Initiative Order as well. And then Sundays, every other Sunday, you can catch me on Evermore Tales playing Yuki, who's a sorceress, and that's on Initiative Order as well at 2 p.m. on Sundays. So yes, you can find me there.
Rock and roll, lots of good stuff. Jewel, why don't you give us give the chat a holler?
Hey, what's up, chat? It's great to be back. I just love doing this. It's really fun. What a great team, and just like really fun universe we got here. My name is Megan. You can find me on Instagram, basically Megan Rippey, or you can also find me on Instagram at Janky Glamour. That's Janky Glamour. And I do a live show on Tuesday night, so you'll have to check out Janky Glamour on Instagram to find out more about that. Just my own little solo thing. But yeah, it's really fun to play with you guys. So thanks for checking it out.
And let's send it on over to Adelaide.
Hi everybody. So you can find me on Instagram. My name is Helen Roundhill. So at HEROUNDHILL. If you want to find me on Instagram, on Monday nights, you can find me playing The Reliables over with Zombie Orpheus Entertainment at 6 p.m. Pacific. And then, heck, I don't know, if you just can't get enough of my voice, I do have a podcast called Tea Time with Death and Pestilence, which is a ton of fun if you want to learn about diseases.
Rock and roll. Last but not least, it's me. I'm going to go ahead and say check out @_the in-crowd TikTok, because, man, let me tell you, them some spicy D&D jokes right there. If you remember Hey Smalls from chat, she's a star in all of those things. Yeah, that's about it. We super appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you so much for being here. Peace and love from LDS. Until next time, don't make the ladies mad, because they will kill you. All right. Bye. Bye, guys.